Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dragon King 72 Media LLC on my YouTube channel. I am the Dragon King, and welcome inside the Dragon's Den. Okay. So yesterday I did a video, and it was about how the black church and all the hypocrisy about faith and the Catholics getting offended by what Donald Trump did in that AI picture, right? But see, here's the thing. I mentioned a young lady by the name of Tina. She was one half of the group Mary, the contemporary gospel group. Found out when I was done making that video yesterday on April the 15th. Today is April the 16th at 2:09 p.m. Central Time. Turns out that her husband of 20 years, who had been having a back and forth situation, and he had been come on, you can't be up there. He had been cheating on her reportedly, and it even came out on their reality show, whatever it was, because I never watched it. And it turns out that he filed for divorce yesterday from Tina, from, again, one half of the duo Mary. And people are really surprised. And I heard a lot of women say that he had beat her to it, and that she should have done it first and not forgave him for all the time that he cheated. And I'm going to just say this. We don't know what was going on in that relationship from his perspective of hers, other than the fact that he was doing a lot of cheating. What led him to cheat, or what caused whatever friction they were having, I don't know. You don't know. But what I do know is karma is real out here. And karma just doesn't come in the physical realm that we're living in, but it also comes from the spiritual realm. And she is known, come on, dude. She is known, for having voted for Trump. She is known for having voted for Trump. As a matter of fact, about 2 weeks ago, I saw a clip come through I believe it was my YouTube Shorts or Instagram feed. And there was a clip of her while the real, this was like 2 years ago, but I saw it about 2 weeks ago. She was on an episode of The Real about 2-3 years ago. And she said that she had voted for Trump. So it was probably more than that. It was probably 6 years ago. She said that she was voting for Trump. This is Tina, the one whose husband filed a divorce against her yesterday, April the 15th, 2026. She said she didn't believe in the racism. She didn't believe in all the derogatory, disgusting stuff that he was talking about, and the whole DEI and all the other stuff. But she ended up voting for him anyway because she said she believes that he was a man of God. And I mentioned yesterday about all the Christian hypocrisy, specifically within the last 96 hours, the whole Catholicism hypocrisy. A lot of Catholics voted for Trump, but yet now they see he don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? He will do things that they believe are sacrilegious, and anybody that is a Christian will believe that things are sacrilegious. And so, so it turns out she ended up getting divorced. Her husband divorced her. And like I said, a lot of women were saying, oh, he beat her to the punch and she should have did it first after everything he did. Just based on karma alone, I'm glad that, looking at it, I don't wish harm on people, But I do understand how karma works. And a lot of times people think it doesn't work spiritually. And that's what karma is. Karma is about working spiritually. That's exactly what it's about. And you voted for Trump, Tina. You voted for Trump. You voted for a man that he may not have did it the first time, but the second time he did it. And he hasn't changed. All those things that he wanted to do in 2016, he's doing them now. Been doing them for the last year and a half. But you voted for this. So you are getting, we're going this way. So you are getting exactly what you deserve. You know, karma, unfortunately, it had to happen this way. You're getting, you made choices, you know, and I'm gonna repeat this again. There's this, oh, she didn't vote for him this time. How do we know she didn't? If she believed in him the first time, I'm quite sure she believed in him this time. I'd bet any money. I bet a year's worth of money that I get that she did vote for him the second time. Because, you know, the woman was against a lot of people, trans women, gays. But see, that's the funny thing. These so-called Christians will sit up here and say they hate gays, but you don't mind them doing your hair, doing your makeup, doing your nails. You don't mind them designing your fucking homes. If you hate gays that much, if you are so appalled, and we are such an abomination as gay folks, why let us into your home? You know what I'm saying? Why let us play with your head while you calling us out our names? If you understand what I just said there. Why let us be over you? You know, why let us be your company if we such evil fucking people? So it just goes to show me that some people, I'm trying to do some hand gymnastics here. Don't eat nothing off the ground. It just goes to show us that some people, stop, out your mouth, stop it. It just goes to show us that some people don't give a shit. It goes to show us that some people look at other folks as a means to an end. Now, is that what her ex-husband did? Was she a means to an end? I don't know. They said he was always cheating on her, having sex with all her best friends and everybody. But see, karma is a bitch, though. So, karma comes in many forms. You went and voted for Trump. So this is what you get. You know, this is your karma for voting for a man whose whole interest was against yours. And I'm going to say this again. The black church. Y'all love being conservative when it comes to Christian values. While at the same time, y'all thinking that y'all are not the white racist Christian nationalists. And y'all are. Y'all just like them. Y'all don't know different. Only in color, baby. Only in an abundance of melanin are y'all different. Cause y'all worship the same God that they do. You read the same Bible that they do, and these are white racist Christian nationalists. Y'all read the same Bible. You worship the same entity that they do. But y'all think that y'all not racist. Y'all think that y'all better human beings because y'all are not racist, but you are. Y'all worship the same Bible they do. The same, you have the same faith in the entity that they do. But y'all don't believe that y'all are better. Y'all believe y'all are better because y'all are not racist. The black church, y'all just as bad as the white church, as far as I'm concerned. Because y'all are practicing the same evil shit that they practice. Y'all are doing the same thing that they doing. So I don't have a problem. I don't feel bad for this Tina girl. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? This is your karma. You voted for Trump. This man went against a lot of black people, particularly black women, who lost almost 1 million black women are unemployed. That was because of vote that you decided to make 16, and so he couldn't do it back then, so he did it in 2024. So you're responsible for your fellow black sisters out of a job, baby. You're responsible for that, so this is your fucking karma. I don't feel sorry for you. Nah. And I'm going to say this, and this is where the black church don't really get mad. When slaves continue to adopt the teachings of the Bible and Christianity, that was our downfall for the rest of our lives as black people. It was our downfall. Because we accepted something that was forced on us. We were oppressed by it. We were enslaved by it. And that is the Bible and Christianity. But yet y'all still out here doing it. Still out here. And thinking that y'all better than the white folks, you know what I'm saying, who are racist, knowing damn well y'all worshiping the same God they are, and you are reading the same Bible that they read. Y'all ain't no better. Hold on, I ain't done yet. Let me put this on pause and I'll be right back. Hey, yeah, so as I was saying, look at my, yeah, the black church is no better, you know what I'm saying, than these white Christian nationalists and these white, y'all believe in the same thing. Y'all, you may have a problem with those white Christian pastors that are out here on these podcasts talking about black Christians are no good in that, and you may have an agreement with it. You may have a disagreement with it, rather, and say it, you know, they white racist, but y'all are still worshiping the same God. Y'all are still reading the same text, you know, in the Bible. So what makes y'all different from them? And the difference is nothing. Y'all are not different from them. Y'all, as a matter of fact, y'all are worse to your own fucking people. Because y'all are socially conservative when it comes to LGBTQIA+, just like the white Christian nationalists. But then y'all got the nerve to think that, you know, y'all not like them white people and they racist, but y'all worshiping the same damn entity. Y'all are reading from the same text and getting your teachings from it. Y'all are no better than them. And I just don't fucking get it. Don't forget to get my book at Amazon.com, Thicker Than Water. My other book is Embrace the Destiny of One. The 20th anniversary was last year, 2025. Go check them out on Amazon or anywhere you get your reading material. But I just think that y'all, the black church and all you Christians are fucking hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, I wouldn't say all, you know what I'm saying, you so-called Christians, but a lot, I'm gonna say 98% of y'all are hypocrites. You know, you will sit here and talk about folks that are living secular lives, but look what y'all doing. Y'all ain't no better. You know, there's this I want to talk about him in a separate video. Well, I might talk about him in this video. Fuck it. There's a gentleman by the name of Darren Fleet. Okay. And he's a comedian. And he has recently, within the last 72 hours or less, have been talking to an influencer. I forgot her name. But she's on a lot of panels that discuss different topics going on in black culture, relationship wise, and you know, other things. And she was interviewing him, and I don't know what her personality is and what she thinks about the LGBTQIA plus community, so I wouldn't know if this was something that she would entertain, but clearly she would. She did. She interviewed the man. So anytime, even if you interviewing somebody, you're entertaining their ideology by having them on your platform. Whether or not it's something you actually believe in, that's another conversation. But you're definitely entertaining them to have these comments. So nothing against her, but that's what it was given as far as how she was presenting herself in that video with him, that she's entertaining this to the ultimate goal of clicks and likes probably, or just, to just get an understanding of where he as an individual is coming from. And hopefully that's the real agenda, not the whole consensus of the LGBTQIA plus community. But Darren Fleet is a comedian, and I don't think he that funny. He do a lot of clips on Instagram and shit like that. Black gentleman. He's really a kind of, self-hating individual. A lot of people, Christians are praising him for saying that, when he said and saying that he fears God, so when if he were to ever marry somebody, it was going to be a woman. Now, there are so many ways I can respond. Many people have to that comment. He said when it comes to marrying somebody, because he ain't gonna play with God like that, because he's a real Christian. So much so where he knows the difference between right and wrong. Okay. You are such a Christian and believe in the teachings of a man should only marry a woman, but you out here getting fucked. You out here getting fucked by a man. You eating his ass, he eating yours. You fucking him. And I'm just like, he said, and of course I hate when and he said this, which a lot of straight men will say it. They quick to say, well, no sin is greater than the other. No. I hate when people say that, because when I hear people say that, I hear one thing. You still gay. You still a punk. You still a sissy. But my sin is different from yours. We both in it. But you still a sissy. You still a punk. You still an F word. Okay? That's what's going on when I hear that. I don't hear nothing else but that. So while he thought he was doing something, when he said that no sin is greater than the other, and the interviewer was eating it out again. I don't know. I've only seen her a couple of times. And maybe she was baffled too by it, or maybe she was laughing inside how ridiculous he sound, or maybe she was agreeing with it, trying to just kind of let him hang himself in the conversation. I have no idea. But regardless, when he said that, I was like, oh, he is fucking crazy. And I said in a tweet, he has a Twitter page, but I cannot. It's old. He ain't posted since 2020. At least, unless the one that I saw. The other ones that I haven't seen another one that might be a more update current Twitter page, but the one I saw, he has the one where it's old. So I was going to try to message him directly, but he would probably never see it. So I was looking for him. I didn't go on Instagram. I was, trust me, I was trying to find him because I wanted to send a message directly to him, but I sent it to some page. I don't know what this page is. I don't know, but he had made a response to whatever this page was, saying that they should be focused on his career instead of what he's saying, and because he's an individual. He's not like the rest of the LGBTQIA element of SWV. He was playing into that straight demographic. You know what I'm saying? He was placating, to them when he used those other terms after the LGBTQ, because that's what a lot of straight homophobes do, or self-hating LGBTQIA plus members. They'll get into that. They'll really get into that. So that's all he was doing when he did that. But my thing is this, brother, and you'll probably never see this, and I don't give two fucks to the wind. You sat up there and said, you, Mr. Darren Fleet, that's even your fucking real name, but he sat up there and said that he wants to be married to a woman when he does get married. My thing is this, brother. My thing is this. Any woman, and it ain't gonna be a black woman. If it is, it's gonna be a different type of black woman who has been sheltered all her life, who has been isolated, who's never had any dick, who is scared to even look at a man because she get the giggles. Not to mention seeing him naked, she gonna go into a straight fucking comatose stage and just, and come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. That's the type of woman he's going to get if a black woman chooses him, right? Because the average black woman who hates men, I ain't talking about all of them, but the ones that hate men, the average black woman that hate men, not the average black woman, the average black woman who hates men, there is a difference. And particularly gay black men, these are that average woman who hate men and hate gay black men. Do you really think whatever counseling, whatever therapy y'all gonna have to go through, because it's gonna be a fucking lot of that, even at the end of all that, she would allow you to put your rainbow dipped, pixie dust, rainbow flag encrusted dick inside of her pussy after years of getting fucked, or you fuck somebody? I can guarantee you, it's not gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna fucking happen, brother. So this is only, this 2026 has been a great reveal. Y'all thought it was last year when what's his name? Cat Williams. I'm not a fan of at all, but Cat Williams was on what is the football player? He was on his show last year, the Shea Club, or Shannon Sharp, the Shea Club, whatever. He said a lot of things, and all of them was coming to pass. I don't know if because he had knowledge of it, or he just knew something, right? He just knew, the way the world is working is eventually gonna come out. 2026 has done that very same thing. And there wasn't an interview involved. 2026 is very revealing. We've seen all these celebrities, Chili, Nick Cannon, who else? Oh God, who else has been out here acting fool? Not R. Kelly. Nelly, all these Snoop and all these celebrities. 2026 and 2025 has revealed so fucking much. So it is not a surprise that a comedian who is LGBTQIA plus is out here placating to the straight community. For the life of me, I cannot believe that we have these. At this point, they enter spies. They are spies within the LGBTQIA plus community. They can't be trusted. And as the saying goes in the black community, not all kinfolk is skinfolk. It works the same way in the LGBTQI. Not all dick and pussy folk is good as LGBTQI plus folk. Let me repeat it again. Not all dick and pussy folk is LGBT folk in our community, in the LGBTQI community, because these people cannot be trusted. They just cannot fucking be trusted. And so Darren Fleet reminds me of these gays for Trump. And gays for Trump is like black women for P. Diddy. Whether or not he did everything they said, we don't know. But that's the connotation. That's the symbolism. You know what I'm saying? And so when Mr. Fleet was out here, had his whole legs crossed, doing this fingers, being gay, and then you have all this. The behavior don't fit the sentiment. I didn't say the behavior don't fit the voice, because I hate when women say the voice don't go with the body. Whatever. That's fuck you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? My voice don't go with my body, but fuck you and yours. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, no shade but shade. And I'm sure your fucking hair don't go with your body either. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because a woman had said that to me once. We cool, but she had said that to me once. My voice didn't go with my body. Well, sometimes a woman's hair don't go with her body. You know what I'm saying? Yellow, green, orange, all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation. No hate against black women, but if I do real authentic stuff on this channel for those that do watch. But getting back to Mr. Darren Fleet, I don't, brother. Nobody is going. No black woman who is going to trust you to, and then you're gonna get one. Like I said, the type of black woman that you're gonna get that will accept this notion that, and he also said that men are fun, but it's not who he gonna marry. First of all, what makes you think somebody gonna marry your ass? Some people were not meant to be married, whether they gay or transition or bi, or some people just ain't meant to be married. Sometimes the word marriage does not sync up like a Lego, like those Legos to the next one. You know what I'm saying? It just don't sync. You got the pieces don't match up. You doing a rectangular, the other person is an oval. They are square and you're a triangle. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't match, so it don't even. Who's to say anybody gonna fucking marry you? And I guarantee you, like I said, the only person that is going to marry this Darren Fleet, this woman, one, she would have, if she's a 10, and as you say in the culture, her body is tea and teeth, and baby, somebody's getting paid. Or it's a lavender relationship, and it's being used as a tax write-off. Or it's for convenience, and that's all it is. No sex involved. Or she used to be. Let me put it this way: she used to be someone who may have indulged in certain behaviors out on the street. And maybe somebody like Darren Fleet is more acceptable and more familiar to her than actually getting a man who was heterosexual all his life, so that she feels safe, she feels secure, and he doesn't have to worry about performing too much. If you get my drift, and that's not to say that bisexual men can't put it down, because they do. And but I'm just simply saying that may be the woman he get, or he may get the like I said, the isolated woman who's never had a man, never had dick, never been out in the world. You know what I'm saying? She dresses like Laura Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie. Some of you may not get that reference. You know what I'm saying? The Gen X will, for sure. But yeah, so 2026 is quite revealing. And yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and tell everybody about what I'm doing. Don't forget to purchase the book, Embrace the Destiny of One. And yeah, go check it out. Go check out my other book right here. It's called Embrace the Destiny of One. Go check out Thicker Than Water, which is right here. You can get it on Amazon. If you don't see this beautiful black woman and this adorable black little kid, you got the wrong book. And of course, you can see the name and stuff right there. But y'all go check it out. I'd appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for all my 38 subscribers. Thank you for, I know I'm going to get You know, I will have 1 million subscribers one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just come on board and just celebrate just people being real, being authentic. We ain't gotta have all the fucking shenanigans and bells and whistles and graphics. You know what I'm saying? I might one day, but right now I'm just keeping it all the way real. This is what you get, and this is who I am. Peace out, love you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and peace out.